Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's presentation. I'm Dr. Snow J. Sharmila, an assistant professor of English at Holy Cross College, Nagercoil. I'm excited to share with you our discussion on the play Waiting for Godot. We'll explore its themes, characters, and significance in modern theater. I hope you find this session engaging and insightful. Let's get started. Let's take a closer look at Beckett and his connection to absurdism. As you can see, this slide explores how his work delves into existential themes and style. After World War II, literature was heavily influenced by a sense of disillusionment, which reflected the widespread societal despair of the time. Beckett's writing embodies these feelings, often portraying life as chaotic and lacking inherent meaning in a troubled world. Now, a key concept here is the existential crisis. Beckett's minimalist approach to theater and writing really emphasizes this. By stripping away unnecessary details, he uses sparse dialogue and stark settings to highlight the absurdity of human existence. It's about focusing on emptiness, silence, and the experience of waiting, things that resonate deeply with the existential questions we all face. And speaking of style, Beckett's minimalist approach isn't just a stylistic choice. It's a way to confront the core of human experience. His sparse language and simple settings force us to confront the fundamental absurdity of life itself. So, in essence, Beckett's work challenges us to reflect on the meaning, or lack thereof, in our own lives, all within the broader context of absurdism and post-war disillusionment. In this slide, we're exploring the setting and staging of Godot, which play a crucial role in shaping the play's overall mood and themes. The use of symbolism and theatrical minimalism helps us understand the deeper layers of the story. For instance, the bare tree is a powerful symbol. It represents the starkness of existence, highlighting how life seems devoid of growth and hope within the narrative. It's a visual reminder of the character's existential struggles. Moving on, the minimalism isn't just about simplicity. It's about creating an atmosphere that allows us to focus on the core emotional and philosophical tensions. The country road, for example, reflects the uncertainty of time and place. It's a landscape that feels both timeless and disorienting, amplifying the sense of desolation and the character's ongoing wait for meaning or change. And then there's the importance of silence and space. These elements are not just empty gaps, they're integral to the dialogue and the overall mood. Silence emphasizes the weight of what's left unsaid, reinforcing the character's existential plight. It invites us to reflect on the unspoken fears and hopes that permeate their interactions. Altogether, the setting and staging in Godot serve to deepen the audience's immersion into the play's themes of emptiness, uncertainty, and the search for meaning amidst silence and minimalism. So on this slide, we're focusing on the central theme of waiting in the play. Waiting isn't just a background element, it's actually the core of the entire narrative. It's like a ritual that the characters are stuck in, a repetitive cycle that highlights the futility and despair inherent in their existence. This cyclical nature shows us that no matter how much they wait, nothing really changes, and it emphasizes a kind of hopelessness. Now, the idea of the time loop is really crucial here. It's as if they're trapped in a never-ending cycle, where time just keeps repeating itself, and that sense of stagnation deepens the feeling of despair. And then there, Godot. We often interpret Godot as a symbol of hope, an answer that the characters are waiting for. But interestingly, it also represents the absence of hope. It's like they're waiting for something that may never come, which makes their waiting even more tragic. When we connect all these points, we see how the play explores the human condition, our tendency to wait for salvation, resolution, or meaning, even when those things seem just out of reach. It's a powerful commentary on how hope and despair coexist in our lives. Let's explore the dynamic between Diddy and Gogo, which is really at the heart of their relationship in the play. Their interactions uniquely blend humor with moments of profound existential despair, highlighting the complex nature of their companionship. Diddy, as you might recall, represents intellect. She's the thinker, the one who ponders and questions. Gogo, on the other hand, embodies physical existence, more grounded, more immediate. Their reliance on each other underscores a powerful theme throughout the play: isolation. Despite being together, they each face their own loneliness, but they find comfort in their mutual dependence. This mutual reliance creates a bond that is both fragile and vital, emphasizing how human connection can serve as a form of survival even in the bleakest circumstances. So, in essence, their relationship is a reflection of the broader themes of the play: how we seek companionship in the void, how humor can coexist with despair, and how our mind and body, though distinct, are intertwined through our need for connection. Let's take a closer look at the themes of tyranny, burden, and hope as they relate to the characters. Pazzo, for example, embodies tyranny and control. He's often blind to his surroundings, which highlights how tyranny can lead to a kind of blindness or disconnect from reality. It's as if he's so focused on maintaining power that he ignores what's really happening around him. Lucky, on the other hand, represents the burdened intellect. He's weighed down by expectations and responsibilities that seem almost too heavy to bear, which reflects how burdens can stifle potential and energy. Finally, we have the boy, who symbolizes deferred hope. He's longing for a brighter future, holding on to the hope that someday things will improve. These characters collectively illustrate a cycle: tyranny that suppresses, burdens that weigh us down, and hope that keeps us moving forward despite everything. This slide really ties into the overall theme of human struggle and resilience, showing how each character embodies different facets of our experience in navigating control, hardship, and hope for the future. Let's take a closer look at the stagecraft and dramatic devices in Godot. First, silence plays a crucial role in establishing tension throughout the play. It's not just the absence of sound, it's a powerful tool that heightens the emotional stakes and keeps the audience on edge. When used effectively, silence can speak volumes and draw us deeper into the characters' inner struggles. Next, props symbolize deeper themes and character struggles. They're more than just objects on stage. They often carry symbolic meaning or represent internal conflicts. For example, a simple item might reflect a character's past or their hopes and fears, adding layers of meaning to the scene. Finally, it's interesting to note how the tragic tone of the play is balanced by moments of humor. This comic rhythm serves to provide relief and make the overall experience more nuanced. It reminds us that even in tragic circumstances, there can be moments of levity that enrich the storytelling and keep the audience engaged. All these elements, silence, props, and humor, work together to create a compelling and emotionally resonant performance. Let's take a closer look at the concept of circular time. The structure of the play really emphasizes a cyclical nature, where Act I mirrors Act I. This mirroring reinforces a feeling of stagnation, highlighting the absurdity of existence when there's no real progression or change. It's almost as if the characters are stuck in a loop, unable to move forward. When we talk about mirrored acts, what really stands out is the repetitive dialogue and actions. These repetitions serve to illustrate how the characters are trapped in their circumstances, unable to escape or break free. This repetition isn't just stylistic, it offers a profound commentary on the human condition, how life can sometimes feel cyclical, stagnant, and without clear resolution. And this ties into the theme of inertia. The character's inability to change or evolve reflects a broader commentary on our own struggles with inertia in life. We often find ourselves caught in routines, unable to move past certain patterns. So in this play, the structure and the repeated actions work together to show us that, sometimes, life feels like it's stuck in an endless cycle of sameness, emphasizing the absurdity of that experience. Let's take a moment to reflect on the idea of existential reflection, specifically exploring absurdity and freedom. Camus, for example, really emphasizes how life inherently lacks a clear, logical meaning. He shows us that we're often caught in a struggle to find purpose amidst chaos and disorder. The characters in his works embody this struggle. They represent a world that seems to have no coherent structure or purpose, which can feel quite overwhelming. Now, moving to Sartre, his philosophy highlights something equally important: our freedom. He points out that we have the power to choose our paths, but this freedom isn't always freeing. Instead, it can feel like a burden, leading to what we call existential paralysis, where we become paralyzed by the weight of choice. It's this overwhelming sense of responsibility, combined with unlimited freedom, that often causes anxiety and makes decision-making difficult. So, in essence, both Camus and Sartre are helping us understand how the search for meaning and the exercise of freedom can sometimes be challenging, even daunting. These ideas fit into the larger theme of existentialism, which asks us to confront the realities of human existence, its absurdity, its freedom, and the often complex feelings they evoke. They do not move. Samuel Beckett, a towering figure in modern literature and theater, once emphasized this idea to highlight the sense of stillness and stagnation that can pervade human existence. This concept ties into our overall theme of perception and the human condition, showing how sometimes, despite the passage of time or effort, certain situations or people seem frozen in place. It's a powerful reminder that not all change is visible or immediate. Sometimes, the most profound moments are those of stillness. Understanding this can deepen our appreciation of moments where movement is absent, and what that silence or stillness might reveal about our experiences or the world around us.